Hello students, welcome to Ignite IS. So this is Mansoor. So in this video, in this class, we will try to analyze the questions that were given in 2026 UPSC preliminary exam. Especially, we will be focusing on the environment questions. And as I told you earlier in previous analysis video on geography questions, the number of questions from geography has been decreased in the same way. The number of questions from environment as well has been decreased, right? So in last year there were nearly some 25 to 26 questions, but this year the questions from environment has reduced. Okay, but whatever it might be, we have to analyze the questions that were given in 2026 paper so that the topics can be repeated in the upcoming years as well. So without any delay, we will go into the analysis part. So first of all, if we go to the first question, with reference to the Madhav National Park, which statements are correct? So again, why Madhav National Park was asked, in environment topic? Obviously, in environment topic, we need to focus on national parks, we need to focus on biosphere reserves, we need to focus on Ramsar sites, we need to focus on UNESCO World Heritage sites, and all these things should be focused, under the environment topic, especially the current events that were related to this topic should be focused, in this area. Right, and the point is, Madhav National Park was in news in 2025. Right, so that is why this question was asked in, this year. It was declared as a tiger reserve in India in 2025. So the statement 1 is correct. Sakya Sagar, a designated Ramsar site, lies within this national park. So again, Sakya Sagar is a Ramsar site. Okay, so India has many Ramsar sites. In that, Sakya Sagar is one Ramsar site that was there inside this Madhav National Park. Statement 2 is also right. So if you go by this, if you go by this particular method, so where is statement 1? In option A we have statement 1, option B we have statement 1, and statement 2 is also correct. That means option C is also correct. Option D will be defaultly eliminated, right? The third one, its area is shared between Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. So it is saying that this particular Madhav National Park is spread across Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, so which is completely wrong. So actually, Madhav National Park is in Madhya Pradesh, not in Rajasthan. So if we eliminate 3, so option C has also gone. Now answer would be option B. Why? Statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct. Okay, so answer will be option B. As I told you earlier, this Madhav National Park, it is located in Madhya Pradesh. It was not the part of Rajasthan. Okay, so in this Madhav National Park, we have Sakya Sagar Ramsar site, right? And we will be seeing migratory waterfowls and marsh crocodiles, and human-made reservoir is also there. Actually, Sakya Sagar is a human-made reservoir, and this reservoir is a Ramsar site. And they declared Sakya Sagar as Ramsar site in 2022. And here we have seen the tiger reinforcement program, or else we can say tiger reintroduction program into this Madhav National Park has started in 2023. And if you compare the entire the national parks that were there in India, right, this has some, we can say that this is the 9th tiger reserve, especially that is there in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and overall ranking, if you see, it is the 58th tiger reserve in India. Okay. Now the second question. About foxtail orchids, which of the following is correct? Or else we can say the name, we can what do we say? The scientific name for the foxtail orchid will be Rhynchostylis fortusa. Right? It is an epiphytic orchid. Second one, the species is endemic to northeast India. No, it is not endemic to northeast India. Right, this particular species can be seen, in Malaysia, can be seen in Indonesia. Right, all those countries will be having this foxtail orchid. And if you try to eliminate option 2, statement 2, option C has gone. Right, so answer should be containing the statement 1, That means we can eliminate option D. It is the state flower of Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. Yes, the statement 3 is also correct. Answer would be option B, 1 and 2. If you see this foxtail orchid, actually this foxtail orchid is one of the important ornament that was used during a Bihu dance. Right. So where we will be having Bihu? Bihu is celebrated in Assam. Okay, and even in Assamese local wedding ceremonies, these foxtail orchids will be the central part of that decoration system. Okay, so that is why it was generally considered as official state flower of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. And as I told you earlier, it is not endemic to this particular northeastern states. It is endemic to Nepal, China, right? Some parts of Indonesia, Philippines, Sri Lanka, right? There also will be seeing this foxtail orchid. Now, so next question. The UNOC 2025 France FAO promoted blue transformation. Which combination of FAO's 4 betters is correct? Actually, what is meant by FAO? What is meant by FAO? FAO is nothing but Food and Agricultural Organization. That means it is related to the agricultural activity and food activity. Okay, so now what happened in 2025? There was a program that is UNOC, which is which was happened in France, right? Now in that particular conference, FAO came up with the 4 betters in order to promote the blue transformation in food and agricultural organization, right? Now we need to find out what are the 4 betters. That means what was the main theme of that particular blue transformation, right? So if you try to use some common sense, since FAO is related to food and agricultural organization, it is related to agricultural activity, production activity, right? So if you see option A, better production, nutrition, environment and ocean. Ocean, we can eliminate ocean, right? Food, FAO is not related to ocean and water, all these things we can eliminate. So statement A has gone. Now statement B, better production, nutrition, environment and life. Maybe this might be the right. So let's go to the option C, better coral reefs. Again, you can easily eliminate. So coral reefs means it will be there in water. So since he has mentioned blue transformation, you should not confuse with the water. There is no water in FAO. Okay. Option D, better estuaries. Again, whenever you see estuaries, or again whenever you see coral reefs, or whenever you see the water, ocean, seas, you can eliminate that particular statement and you will be left out with option B. So answer will be better production, nutrition, environment and life. So these are the 4 betters, or else we can say these are the 4 objectives of FAO for blue transformation, and which was taken in 2025 in UNOC conference which happened in France. Which is the first plan VO certified RED+, that means reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation project in India. Again, this is a current affairs thing. Directly there is directly we need to go to the answer. So what would be the answer? Uttarakhand RED+ project, no, this is wrong. ICFRE, ICAMOD transboundary RED+ project in northeastern Himalayas, this is also wrong. Khasi Hills Community RED+ project, actually this is the right answer, right? This is the direct answer. So answer would be option C. So this is the first plan VO certified RED+. Okay, so answer is option C, Khasi Hills Community Program. So usually where we have Khasi Hills, obviously Khasi Hills are there in Meghalaya state, right? And we can say to the eastern part of Meghalaya we will be having Khasi Hills, and along, if you see this Khasi Hills, this Khasi East, Khasi Hills is we have one important river which passes along with this Khasi river, that is Umiam river. And here what happened is, the project the main point is protection of dense forest and sacred groves that are there in this particular region, and assisted natural regeneration. That means after degradation we need to regenerate the plants, right? We need to restore the plants, right? So assisted natural regeneration program has been the part of this strategy, or else we can say the part of this project. Okay, and here what happens is this particular federation, it has 10 lakh Khasi indigenous tribal kingdoms over 60 communities, and again this particular plan is locally managed. Right. On India's climate response, LT-LETS is a crucial tool for net zero by 2070. BUR4 recorded about 8% fall in greenhouse gas emissions in 2020 over 2019. Climate resilient development necessarily depends on quick short-term achievements of emission targets. The point is we need to find which relationships are correct. So if you see first statement 1 is empirically supported by statement 2. Statement 3 contradicts the approach implicit in statement 1. Statement 1 and 3 together establish the premise of long-term sustainability. And here we have the options, and out of these 4 options we need to find which is the correct relationship. So if you see the statement 1 is empirically supported by statement 2. So what is statement 1? LT-LETS is a crucial tool for net zero by 2070. Yeah, this is right statement. And even statement 2 is also correct one. So we can say that in order to achieve net zero by 2070, we need to see the gradual fall in greenhouse gas emissions, right? So BUR4, what they said is, BUR4 recorded about 8% fall in greenhouse gas emissions in 2020 when compared with 2019. So if we reduce these greenhouse emissions, then only we will be achieving net zero by 2070. So we can say that statement 1 is empirically supported by statement 2. That means statistically it is supporting statement 2. So this statement is correct. Now, statement 3 contradicts the approach that, see, if you go to statement 3, climate resilient development necessarily depends on quick short-term achievements of emission targets. What does it mean? It is saying that if you want to achieve the climate resilient development, we need to have the short-term goals, or else we need to say those climate resilience will be coming in short term. That is wrong, right? So statement 3 is generally contradicting the statement 1. Okay, so this is also correct. Now, statement 1 and statement 3 together establish the premises of long-term sustainability. No, statement 3 is saying that if you want to get climate resilience, we need to approach short-term methods, right? But statement 1 is saying that we will be getting to the net zero by 2070. That is, it is a long-term approach. This particular statement is not correct. It is saying that statement 1 and statement 3 both are establishing for the long-term approach. No. Only statement 1 is approaching for the long-term approach. So what would be the answer? Answer will be option B, 1 and 2. See, this question looks like a complicated one, but it is one of the easiest question when we understand, when we do it by the open mind. Okay, we should not rush when we solve this kind of questions. With respect to the Western hook log gibbon, which statements is correct? Statement 1, a sanctuary in northeast India is home to this ape listed as endangered on IUCN red list. So again, Western hook log gibbon is a ape species, right? So it is saying that IUCN red list, it was listed as endangered species, right? So this statement is right. Actually, we will be finding Western hook gibbon in northeast northeastern part of the India, right? And this northeast India is actually, it is home for this particular ape. Which ape? Western hook log gibbon, and it is an endangered species which was listed in IUCN red list. So statement 1 is correct. Statement 2, they have specialized branchiations and can easily swing between trees. Obviously, every ape will be moving from one place to another place, and this particular Western hook log gibbon, they have specialized branchiation and they can easily swing from one place to another place. This is also right statement. So whenever we are reading regarding any species, we will be reading the characteristics or the features of that species, right? The second statement is also correct. Third statement, they possess a strong, heavy built like gorillas. No, this is wrong. They are not heavy built gorillas. They are just ape. Ape is smaller when compared with gorilla. Gorilla have bigger size, right? Gorillas are bigger when compared with apes. Okay, when this particular Western hook log gibbon ape, Okay, so they don't have strong and heavy build like gorillas. Okay, so that is why third statement will be gone. Eliminate third statement. Answer will be 1 and 2. As I told you earlier, so Western gibbon look like this, okay, and gorilla look like this. So Western ape gibbon is smaller in size when compared to. Now next question, which best explains the rationale for protecting mangroves for climate resilience? Again, this is one of the easiest question. Statement 1, mangroves reduce tidal energy, okay, and store fresh water. No, mangroves will not store fresh water, right? Mangroves will not store fresh water. So statement 1 is wrong. So this option A has gone, option B has gone. Statement 2, their salt sensitive roots filter seawater, making mangroves key to converting coastal lands into freshwater aquaculture. No, again, this is also wrong. So second statement, if you try to eliminate, you will be remaining with option D, 3 only. Okay. Actually, we can grow we can make agricultural activity once when we clear all the mangroves, right? But the statement 2 is wrong. So answer will be option D. The next question, on the annual arrival of Amur falcons at Doyang Lake, that is which is there in Nagaland, from Mongolia, which statements are correct? It shows how sustained local conservation can aid the arrival and protection of international migratory birds. It reflects the success of advanced tracking technologies that guide migratory birds back to stopover sites. Third, it confirms that Amur falcons have adopted to permanent residency in India. No, this is wrong statement. It does not confirm that Amur falcons have adopted to the permanent residency in India. Again, this is a very what to say. No, this is not. No, the statements permanent residency is an extreme statement, right? So we can eliminate this. If you eliminate 3, option A, C, and option D has gone. You will be left out with option A and option B. So in that, if you see, it reflects the success of advanced tracking technologies that guide migratory birds back to stopover sites. No, here the advanced tracking technologies will not be guiding the birds to the stopover sites. Okay, so statement 2 is also gone. If you eliminate statement 2, you will be left with the statement 1 and option A. So answer will be option A. Right. Let's see this question on Nirantar. Actually, Nirantar is a platform under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and here he has given certain statements, and in these statements, they gave institutes and the work which was done by that particular institute. Okay, we need to check whether the work done by that institute is right or wrong. Statement 1, ecosystem survey and analysis. Right, in India, entire ecosystem survey and analysis is done by the Botanical Survey of India, that is there in Kolkata. This is statement 1 and this is right statement. Statement 2, the research and management of ecosystem service is a vertical whose lead institute is Central Zoo Authority, that is there in New Delhi. No, this is wrong. Actually, Dehradun based institute will be doing the research and management of ecosystem services. Try to eliminate 2. Option A gone, option C gone. And option 1 is right. So that means our answer should contain option statement 1. So where we have that statement 1 in option B. So answer will be option B. Okay, we can eliminate option D as well. Capacity development support is the vertical whose lead institute is the Indian Institute of Forest Management, Bhopal. That is also right. So answer will be option B, 1 and 3. Okay. So with this, I hope you understood the questions that were given from environment. So if you have any doubt regarding the questions, you just you can comment in comment section, and if you have any doubt as well, you can reach out through the comments in comment section. So thank you so much for watching this video.